Hi everyone, this is Leela Krishnan. In this video lecture, we are going to see a problem on a slider crank mechanism. We are going to find out what is the velocity and acceleration of all the links available in a slider crank mechanism. So let us go to the question. Here, see the question. The crank of a slider crank mechanism rotates clockwise at a constant speed of 300 rpm. The crank is 150 mm and the connecting rod is 600 mm long. So we will just draw a slider crank first, so that we will get some imagination. So we will name it as OAB. This one is the slider, and here is the question. At a constant speed of 300 rpm, the crank is 150 mm and the connecting rod is 600 mm. That means the crank is here, which is going to rotate at which is having the radius of 150 mm and the connecting rod is 600 mm long. This crankshaft is going to rotate at clockwise at 300 rpm. Okay, now these are the given data which has been given. We need to find out the linear velocity and linear acceleration of the midpoint of the connecting rod. That means this is the connecting rod. On the midpoint of it, we need to find out what is the velocity, linear velocity and acceleration, and then we are going to find out angular velocity and angular acceleration of the connecting rod at a crank angle of 45 degree from the inner dead center position. So we are going to make an angle of 45 degree from the inner dead center position, and then we need to find out what is the angular velocity and angular acceleration of the connecting rod. Okay, now I think you are clear with the question now. So we will go to the given data. OA has been given as 150 mm. We will change it to meter, 0.15 meter, and AB is 600 mm. So we will convert it into 0.6 meter, and angle AOB equal to 45 degree, and then it is going to rotate at 300 rpm. Okay, these are all the given data. So we are going to find at the point D, we are going to find what is the velocity and acceleration. For that, velocity at point D we are going to find, and acceleration at point D we are going to find out. And then the second thing we are going to find is angular velocity and angular acceleration. Angular velocity, that is omega at the connecting rod, that means omega of AB, that one we are going to find out, and angular acceleration of AB we are going to find out. So I think you are clear with this now. I will go to the next thing, solution. So whenever we are going to start with the solution, the first thing we need to do is the space diagram. The space diagram is the utmost important thing for a graphical method. So we will start with that. I'm starting with the space diagram here. Now see the question. Here we have 600 mm and 150 mm, which is very tough to draw it in a A4 size paper. So what we can do is we can scale it down, so that it will be possible to draw it easily. So I am going to now I am going to scale it here as a 1:5 ratio. I'm going to write scale 1:5. That means the OA length is 0.15 meter, which will become 0.03 meter, that is 30 mm, and length AB is 0.6 meter, that will become 0.120 meter, that is 120 mm. Now we will draw the diagram as it is. I will draw the slider crank first. I am going to make a point, that is O, and then I am going to use my protractor to take the angle 45 degree. And from here I am going to take 30 mm. I have taken 30 mm here, and then the connecting rod length is 120 mm. So I got the point A and B. So I need to mark the point D, that is on the middle. That point is on the middle. So I am going to mark the point at 60 mm. Point D. The next thing is I am going to move on to the velocity diagram. For this we need to do some basic calculations first. To start with the velocity, we need at least a single velocity to continue the problem of the crank here. So I am going to find out what is the velocity at the point A. For this I am going to use the formula omega OA equal to 2 pi n by 60. 2 pi into 300 divided by 60, that will be 31.42 radians per second. So with this angular velocity I can find out what is the velocity of OA. That will be omega OA into the length, that is the radius of the crank, 31.42 multiplied by 0.15, which will be equivalent to 4.713 meter per second. So with this we have found out what is the velocity at the for the link OA. So with this one I am coming to the velocity diagram. Now we know that velocity of OA equal to 4.713, but the problem here is we cannot use the 4.713 to calculate here, because it has got many decimals. So we can again scale it to our convenient dimension, so that we can do the velocity diagram. The first thing for this procedure is to mark all the fixed points to a single point. Like I am first fixing my fixed point O. I am fixing my fixed point O here, and then I am going to scale this 4.713 as some 40 mm. Is my scale ratio. 4.713 is to 40 is my scale ratio. Now I am going to take the velocity for OA. See, I have taken the perpendicular of the link OA, and then I am going to bring it. Use your set square to do this. I am going to draw an infinite line. After that I am going to mark the 40 mm point. Okay, so I have got the point O and A. While using it in the velocity diagram, use small case letters. Then the next thing is the link AB. So we don't know the velocity of the link AB. So what we are going to do is we are just going to take the perpendicularity and then bring it to the point A and then draw a unknown line, because we don't know the velocity of the link AB. The next step is the the slider. Here we have got the slider. This slider velocity we are going to find out, that is connected to B to O. Okay, the slider is going to move on a linear way, so the velocity is going to be parallel to the axis. So what we can do is, since the slider is moving on the line, the velocity of that will be on the line. So now we have got a point. So this point will be named as point B. Use it in the small case. We have the velocity now. VA, this is VA, and this one is VB, and this velocity is VBA. Okay, so now we have found out the velocities of all the links, but we need to find out what is the velocity at the midpoint D. Midpoint D we need to find out. For this, see where the link is. The midpoint is available on A to B. So on A to B, we are going to find out the midpoint. See, this is about 29 mm. So I am going to put it on 14.5 mm and then mark the point as D, and I am going to draw a dotted line that will indicate the velocity of the point D. Well, now we will measure it and we will know what is the velocity. So we will write all the velocity here. VD is 35 mm here, and velocity of the connecting rod, that is 29 mm. VBA is 29. In sometimes if in the question if they ask for the velocity of slider, we will measure this and write it. Okay, so now we have got the length value, but how do we convert it into the velocity values? See, we have used the 40 mm as the length value, but we did not use the velocity value. So we need to convert this length into velocity. We scaled it here, so that we again need to convert it into velocity values. So for that, you just maintain a procedure, that is, here we are using two different things. That is, first one is velocity and second one is length. So use a logic, that is V by L equal to V by L. Okay, so the first thing is V is 4.713 divided by 40, which is equal to, you know, the length. So use the length here so that you can find out what is the velocity of D. Okay, by this you can find out what is the velocity VD equal to, and then same way for the second one, 4.713 divided by 40 equal to VBA divided by 29. The same way you can find out what is VBA. Here the value is length. So once you are going to calculate this, you are going to find out what is the value in meter per second. So we will calculate this. VD is 4.1 and VBA is 3.4. So we have now found out the values, and we need to find out the angular velocity of the connecting rod. That is what asked in the question. Now see this, we have found out what is VDA, but we need to find out what is omega of AB. Okay, so we will write it as, from the velocity diagram, VD equal to 4.1 meter per second, and we need to find out omega of AB, which is nothing but the inversion of this formula. The inversion of this formula is omega. So we are going to have the omega and bring the length to the down. So velocity of AB divided by AB. So by this we can write it as 3.4 divided by the length of the thing is 0.6. So by calculating this, we are getting 5.66 radians per second. That means we have found out these two things. Now we are going into the acceleration. So we will start with the acceleration diagram now. So before starting with the acceleration diagram, we need to know one thing. That is, there are two types of acceleration available in a mechanism. That is, first one is radial acceleration, and second one is tangential acceleration. So the first thing is, I will explain it in a chapter now. We are going to see about two acceleration. The first thing is radial acceleration. The radial acceleration is angular velocity into the radius of the link, or otherwise we can write it as velocity divided by radius. In this way also we can write it. Okay. The next thing is tangential acceleration. Tangential acceleration is represented by a of t, that is equivalent to angular acceleration into radius. Okay, this is angular acceleration. The angular acceleration, sometimes in a problem like a 4-bar mechanism they may give. If it is not given, the angular acceleration of certain link like crank, if it is not given, there is no tangential acceleration available in a link. So we can take radial acceleration alone. So every link has got a radial acceleration and tangential acceleration. Whenever it is not provided, that is any tangential acceleration, the angular acceleration is not provided, we can consider that link has not got any tangential acceleration. Okay, now we will go with the diagram. So the first thing is, we are seeing the crank OA. Okay, now this OA will be having radial acceleration and tangential acceleration. Since the link OA is rotating in a constant speed, that is, it is in the question itself they are told like it is rotating in a constant speed. So whenever it is rotating in a constant speed, there will be no tangential acceleration, only radial acceleration will be available. Okay, so we need to find out what is the radial acceleration of the link. So with that we can draw the acceleration diagram. So again we will go with the problem. So we have found out up to this omega angular velocity and the velocity of the point D we have found. So we will go with the acceleration next. Now we will go with the acceleration. To find out the acceleration of link OA. So radial acceleration first we will take, that is AR of OA, which is equal to omega into OA into the radius. Okay, we will find out this. Then tangential acceleration, since it is constant speed, so no tangential acceleration available. Okay. Now we will calculate the radial acceleration. So omega is 31.42 into, sorry, it is omega square to OA length is 0.15. The value is 148.08 meter per second square. Okay, now we will go to the next link, that is AB, acceleration of link AB. We will go to that. So now here we have got both the radial acceleration and tangential acceleration. Here also we know the omega. So with this we can find out so the value is 19.22, okay, meter per second square, area of AB. Now coming to the tangential acceleration, angular acceleration of AB into AB. Here we don't know the angular acceleration, so we need to find out what is the angular acceleration of the link AB to find out the major acceleration of the link AB. Okay, now we will go with the acceleration diagram. Now first thing is I am going to take the acceleration of the link OA, that is the radial acceleration of the link OA. I am going to take a parallel line. I am going to take 148 mm. I am going to take 148 mm from this. Then here I have just used the mm as it is, like 148 means 148 mm as it is I have used. So I am going to get the value this in the same scale. So I don't want to scale it to some other value. Then the starting point is 0 here and A dash. So when it comes to acceleration diagram, use the dash, O dash and A dash. The next thing is here we have finished with the acceleration of the link A. So you got only one acceleration, so we don't have any other. We will finish it up with that. So we will go to the radial acceleration of the link AB, which is 19 mm, 19.22. So we will go with that. I am going to take this from here to here. I am going to draw a dotted line since it is radial acceleration, and then fix the 19 mm. So this point is not going to end here, like this is just the radial acceleration. We need to find out what is the tangential acceleration. So this point I am going to mark it as X and name it as radial acceleration AR of AB. So the next thing is we need to find out tangential. The tangential acceleration is perpendicular to the radial acceleration. So I am going to draw a dotted line here. Now coming to the slider has got only only radial acceleration, so we don't have any tangential acceleration here, so we will draw a straight line. We will draw a parallel line to the slider. So the point which is going to be meted here, that is the point B. We, since it is acceleration diagram, we are naming it as B dash, and from here to here we are going to draw a line which is the main acceleration. This one is going to move from here. This is tangential acceleration of the link AB. And the thing is, at the midpoint we need to find out what is the acceleration of the point D. So for this is the major acceleration. In this one we are going to find out what is the length. The length is about 98 mm. Since it is 98 mm, at 49 mm I am going to mark the point. Okay. Then I am going to connect it with the point O. So by calculating this length I will get the acceleration about the point D. So we will write it out here. Acceleration of D (12.1), that is 121 meter per second square. And here we are going to calculate the tangential acceleration, so that we will find out the angular acceleration. This is about 95. AT of AB is 95 meter per second square. Now we will write it down here. Now we know the tangential acceleration, which is 95 meter per second square, and alpha AB into AB value is 0.6. So we will calculate what is the angular acceleration. Which is 158.33 radians per second square, and the acceleration at point D is A of D is equal to 121 meter per second square. So this is how we need to solve the problem. We have found out all the dimensions, all the values AD and alpha AB. So this is what the velocity and acceleration diagram, which is used to find out the velocity and acceleration of all the links. Thank you.